You've been taught that more money equals more peace, that success equals happiness. But what if the richest man is also the most enslaved? Seneca, one of the wealthiest men of ancient Rome, saw through this illusion. Today, we uncover what true wealth means and why most men today are spiritually broke. The illusion of wealth. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. Seneca. From the outside, Seneca had it all. Enormous estates, political influence, and enough wealth to rival emperors. But what most forget is that Seneca feared wealth more than poverty. Why? Because wealth often breeds dependency, not on the money itself, but on the comfort, the power, the identity that comes with it. And when you're dependent, you're no longer free. Seneca warns, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. In today's world, this illusion is everywhere. Instagram flex culture, hustle porn, men who feel like they are nothing without status symbols. But the Stoics didn't measure men by what they owned. They measured them by what they could live without. Seneca saw money not as evil, but as neutral, a tool, nothing more. The problem begins when that tool becomes your God. Modern takeaway: if your peace depends on your paycheck, you are not free. If your identity is tied to your income, you are not grounded. What is real success? Success is not in never failing, but in never being enslaved. Seneca questioned the Roman obsession with honor, status, and appearances. Today, not much has changed. Men chase promotions, followers, deals, but end up hollow. He challenges us to redefine success, not as applause from others, but as mastery of the self. A man who rises at 5 a.m. but can't control his anger is not successful. A man who drives a Ferrari but crumbles under rejection is not powerful. Seneca taught that virtue, not visibility, is the measure of greatness. He is most powerful who has power over himself. Success, then, is not a finish line. It's a state of being, a way of walking through the world with clarity, control, and courage, even when no one is watching. Modern takeaway: build your character, not your clout. Measure success by self-respect, not likes. Luxury is a prison with soft walls. It is difficult to be poor if one has trained in living simply. Seneca lived with abundance, yet practiced minimalism. He would regularly sleep on the floor, eat plain food, and wear simple clothes. Not because he had to, but because he chose to. Why? To remain free. He believed that luxury makes us soft, dependent, and afraid to lose what we've gained. But a man who can live without comfort is a man who can never be controlled. No man is free who is not master of himself. Modern men overconsume, not because they are rich, but because they are empty. Consumerism fills the void where discipline and purpose should be. Seneca reminds us, practice voluntary discomfort, not to suffer, but to prepare. Train your mind to need less, and you'll fear less. Modern takeaway: cut back not because you're weak, but to become unbreakable. Choose simplicity. It's not poverty, it's power. The trap of endless more. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. Seneca understood the danger of scattered energy. Men today chase 10 things at once: success, admiration, beauty, money, power, and wonder why they feel so anxious. He says, focus is freedom. A life without priority is a life without peace. We keep thinking the next achievement will calm us, but the more we chase, the less we rest. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. Stop postponing peace. If you're always chasing one more thing, you'll never arrive. Seneca's advice: simplify, prioritize, be present. Modern takeaway: the man who focuses on what matters is richer than the man who owns the world but can't enjoy it. The wealth of a Stoic: he who is content is rich. In the end, Seneca didn't reject wealth. He just refused to be owned by it. True wealth, he said, is internal. A calm mind, a clear conscience, a strong character, a soul unshaken by praise or blame. In a society that worships more, the Stoic worships enough. Real freedom isn't the ability to buy whatever you want. It's the ability to walk away from what you don't need. So, what is the wealth of a Stoic? Discipline over desire, integrity over income, peace over possessions. Final message: don't live to impress, live to express virtue. Trade the illusion of wealth for the truth of strength. That is what Seneca, the rich philosopher, knew better than any billionaire alive today.